Today, we're going to be talking about how to make money online in 2023. And first thing I'll say is I have nothing to sell you. So there's a lot of people that teach how to make money online and then they want to try to sell you something. I'm not going to try to sell you anything today. What I'm going to hopefully do is inspire you to find a way to make money online if that's something that you want to do. And the reason why is because I did this episode about 18 months ago, something similar to it. And I put it out into the world just hoping that people would go and maybe it would inspire them to start making their own money. If they don't like their job, maybe they would be opened up to the fact of, oh man, I could grow my own thing. And I got a message about 2 months ago from a lady, and I'm going to actually read you the message. She heard the episode 18 months ago and built a 7-figure business from it. And so the message I got on Instagram from her was, hey Rob, I'm unsure if you'll see this, but it's marked 1 year since I listened to the one episode about making money online and choosing to put in my notice at my job. Here's what's crazy. Listen to this. Since then, I've grown a 7-figure business, written a best-selling book, hosted sold-out shows in London, LA, New York City, Toronto, and New Zealand, gotten a 2-page feature in Vogue, featured in Business Insider, BBC, Oxford Women in Business, a slot on a national radio and weekly column in my country, New Zealand, and been paid 5 figures to speak at events and help over 4,000 students worldwide through our course. I've had children and adults stop me on the street to thank us for what we do. None of this would have happened if your episode didn't push me to believe in myself and create change that I never knew I had in me. Thank you a million times over. Pretty awesome. And so I want to inspire you where if you're out there to hear that message from someone who heard this podcast episode or one similar to it about 18 months ago and go, you know what? She built a massive business, 7 figures. She's had best-selling book. She's been featured in Vogue. She's done all of these amazing things in the past year. It was 1 year that she sent me that message saying that she had quit her job, and then 1 year that she had gotten to where she is. And so I get the message all of the time of how do I make money online? How do I make money online? And I think it depends on what you want to do, what inspires you, what you're interested in, because there are a million ways to make $1 million. And so if you're out there and you don't really love your job, maybe it's okay, but maybe it doesn't feel like it's fulfilling. It doesn't feel like you're living up to your life purpose in some sort of way. I want to give you examples from what I know. I've been, working in the online space now about 7 years, almost 8 years now. And I remember when I first started, I was searching everywhere. I was Googling it, how to make money online. And all I saw was courses that people were selling of how to make money online. I just want to inspire you to see that there's something out there. And maybe for a couple of you guys, I'll get a message in a year about you growing your 7-figure business, or you having a, amazing Etsy store, or you growing a coaching business, or whatever it is that inspires you to do. The one thing that I know about me is I want people to break out of the rat race. And I hope that you listen to this episode if you want to break out of the rat race and get inspired to actually do it. The problem is that most of us, though, we were raised before the internet was a thing. We were raised by parents who made no money on the internet a lot of times. And so it's a paradigm shift for us. I'm 36 years old, and my mom was a realtor, and she did property management and stuff. And so there was never like, hey, Rob, you can go out and make money online. You can grow your own business. You could, do anything online, because online wasn't a thing until I was like 13 years old. And so I want to inspire you guys to start thinking outside the box. And we are raised in a school system that's taught us to be a worker and not a business owner. If you think about what we do as children, we're told what to do. We're told that we have to sit in our seat. We're told that we have to wait till a bell rings until we're able to leave. We have to raise our hand and ask somebody for permission to go to the bathroom when nature calls. And so you have a time that you have to clock into school, clock in, quote unquote, clock into school, and a time you have to clock out of school. It's exactly like a 9-to-5 job. It's developed to raise us into being workers. And so to get out of that working mindset is a massive, massive paradigm shift. And I want you to know it might not be easy for you to grow your business if that's something that you want to do, but it will be worth it, 100%. There'll be ups, there'll be downs, it's a roller coaster trying to grow a business. But when you fast forward 5 years from today after starting your business and you see where it is and you see where your life is, you see where your bank account is, you see that you're able to travel and do whatever it is that you want, it's cool to be able to make money online and to be able to do that. And I want to open you up to those possibilities. For me, the way I got into it in 2012 when I first started thinking about it, I had quit my job and I was backpacking Europe for 3 months by myself. I was like, man, I love traveling. Like traveling is a massive, massive portion and part of my life and love in my life. And I wanted to continue to keep doing it. And to think that I only got 2 weeks out of an entire year to go travel and do what I wanted to was just not enough for me. And so I want to help you with this paradigm shift, because we're thinking that, time worked equals money earned. And it's a whole different paradigm to think I can grow my own business. I could do it on my own. I could eventually have employees. I could be able to make money while I'm not even working. And to think that way for a lot of us, for me, was a huge paradigm shift. And that's what I want to open you up to. So I'm going to give you a whole bunch of ways that I've heard people making money online. See if maybe of them interest you. You can Google it. You can figure out if there is somebody out there that has a course on it, and you can buy a course on how to start a successful e-commerce business or whatever it might be. So I have friends that make money online in really weird ways. The very first person that I ever met that was like really blowing my mind, like crazy blowing my mind, is I was at a networking event. There was this guy that I was talking to. He's very, very shy and super shy. Didn't seem like he could be a business owner in any sort of way. Super shy guy, and he was telling me about how he runs Facebook ads for other people. I was like, that's kind of cool. I didn't know that was a thing. About 7 years ago, 8 years ago at this point almost. He's like, yeah, I make money doing this. I'm like, cool. Like, how's that going for you? How much do you make? And he's like, yeah, I make about $700,000 a month. And I was like, I'm sorry, you do what? You make $700,000 a month? And I looked at this guy and I was like, he doesn't seem like he's the leader type, the type of person that, would be in front of a bunch of people. And it blew my mind to think that this guy could do that. And I looked at him and I was like, not in a bad way, but I was like, if this guy could do it, I could probably do it as well.